Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. I'm just here to pop down our card for the day. So let's have a little shuffle of the black and white Faulkner deck. Okay. There we go. So, okay, the card I have for us today is the Five of Pentacles. Now, 5 cards tend to be karmic cards. So they're saying to you, whatever energy you put in is the energy you get out. So what we focus on is what we manifest, basically. It's a big law of attraction card. There are lots of them in the deck that kind of really are resonating with the law of attraction. This is one of them. And this, the Five of Pentacles, is a card that you can see the guy's turned in his pocket inside out, nothing there. So he's feeling a little bit lacking, like there's not enough. You know, whether that be money, love, energy, whatever it is around you. It doesn't all have to be about money, although the Pentacles cards do tend to talk about material goods. So it could be anything to do with like feeling secure, feeling safe. Might feel a little bit vulnerable. You might feel like the relationship you're in isn't really floating your boat. It's not really enough for you. So it's a card that talks about lack. Okay, so it's pointing out to us today we might feel that way. What I would offer you though is to try to turn that around, because we all have things at different times in our lives. Okay, that is not they're not ideal for us. They're not exactly what we want. They're not really giving us everything we need. They're not saying everything's hunky-dory here, you've got more than enough, you know, everything's great. This is a card that's saying that you don't feel like you have enough, you feel lacking, it's just not quite how you wanted things to be. But find something in your life to be grateful for. When you feel like this and we have this energy of feeling lack, we just create more lack, and we don't want to do that. So you want to be in a place where you're saying, okay, so that's not quite working the way that I want it to, but this is, and I'm doing great at that. And I'm doing really well in this field, and I'm doing really well in this part of my life. Okay, so that one's not quite working brilliant, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the ones that are, because as you focus on the ones that are not tend to pick up for you. So sometimes we just have to take our attention off of it, and then the energy flows. Sometimes we actually have to physically and mentally make ourselves focus on something more positive or that is working for us. And then the energy starts to flow for us, and we start to be able to attract the things that we want. So that's where I would leave the Five of Pentacles. You might find yourself feeling a little bit like you don't quite have enough today, like you're a little bit lacking. So I'm just going to have a little shuffle of these energy oracle cards and put one of those down for us. Sorry, just dropped them all on the floor. Okay, so now I have them back again. Okay, so the card that I have this time is Stay Strong. Okay, so Stay Strong had actually turned itself the right way up, and it was on the top. So we obviously needed to see this card today. So when we're in a sense of this lack, this is quite a valuable card of intention. My intention is to be strong and powerful. My intention is not to allow the lack around me to affect me. My intention is to stick to my guns, stick to my plan, follow my dreams. So there's a lot of energy in that Stay Strong card. It is very solid. You can see there that you've got the dragon, very kind of powerful. He's almost sitting on top of his mountain, protecting it. You can see him crouching down over the mountain and kind of protecting what's his. And his wings are kind of just around him, so you can see that he's kind of covering himself and protecting himself. So, you know, that strength, sometimes we need to kind of regroup, kind of go back into ourselves and almost kind of put the shutters down. You know, when you're talking about a hurricane coming in, talk about hunkering down. So that's the energy that we've got here. So we could be talking about the Five of Pentacles, where we feel like we've got this lack happening, and then this needs to really kind of hunker down and focus on ourselves and just kind of get our mojo back. Okay, so it's a kind of protection, really, card. I'm just going to have a little shuffle of these power animals and see what power animal we've got today. Oops, there we go. So, quick shuffle. Don't seem to be shuffling the cards very well today. Going all over the place. So here's our power animal for today. So we've got antelope. Okay, antelope talks about making a decision. So against the background of what these cards are saying, I would say that there's action that needs to be taken. So when we are in a place where we're feeling like we might not have enough, or something's not quite good enough for us, we've got choices to make, really, about whether we continue with that or whether we decide to leave that and move on to something else. So I'm not telling you what to do. You don't have to be told what to do by anybody. You have your own inner knowledge that tells you. So if you are feeling like you're in a situation today where it's not quite working for you, then you might need to consider whether you're sticking with that or not. This is what the antelope talks about. So the antelope talks about you needed to just give it really some thought and decide whether this is the right thing for you or not. Once you've kind of had that thought process, then you need to make the decision. And then once you've made the decision, you need to take the appropriate action. So that's what the antelope card is saying to us. It's a real kind of card that says, right, okay, things are not right. Need to sort it out. What are you going to do? So like I've said, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but the antelope does say that a decision might need to be made. Okay, so those are our cards for today. I'm just going to pop down one more tarot card for the weekend for us. And these cards will take us into Saturday, the ones that I've already put down. So the tarot card that I'm going to put down now for you is to take us into Sunday's energy. So let's have a look and see what we've got for Sunday. Okay, so Sunday, we've got the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is the slightly less annoying version of the Five, really. It's kind of saying that we have less of a problem than we had yesterday. So we're kind of making the right progress. Maybe the decision that you made has taken you into the right decision, the right place, taking a step forward. The Two of Pentacles also talks about needing to get back into balance, and you might need to juggle things. Oh, hello, Merlin. Merlin's come to say hello today. Just having a little look to see what's happening. So that's hello, Merlin. Yeah, hello. So we've got a visitor. Okay, so that is talking all about balance. So it's all about trying to juggle things, get things back into where they should be. So it's a slightly less intense energy of lack, but there's still that energy there. So you might still be needing to make some decisions that take you to a better place. I'll just put down one more oracle card to cover us for Sunday. Just give us our last little card for the weekend and see what we get. And we've got, oops, we're all connected. Okay, so this is a card that says to you that it's worth considering what part you play in the world. So, you know, this Two of Pentacles might be saying that you don't really feel like you have any support around you. Like you feel like there's a lack around you of people that are on your side and wanting to be, you know, wanting to be your friend or wanting to be helpful to you. Sorry, I've just got to show you this. So funny. He really likes the running water. He really likes the little fountain. So he's obviously decided that that's his for the afternoon. He will just drink from it sometimes as well, because they do like running water. But I said before on here, I did buy him a little fountain of his own. But Merlin's a bit of a heavy-handed cat, and he decided that he would bash it about and break it. So we got no more fountain, have we, Merlin? No more fountain for you. So back to where we were. Sorry, we've had a little cat distraction. So this card is saying that while you're in that energy of lack, don't forget that you're not on your own. You know, we are all part of the world. We're all part of what Spirit has around us. We're part of the bigger picture. And it's a really lovely card to end on, because it talks about us not being on our own, not having to worry. That lack that we sense around us in the material world is actually not there, because in the spiritual world we don't have all of that to worry about, and we can be part of something that is much, much bigger. So I will leave that with you for now, because we're getting into quite a long broadcast, and I have to be careful about the length of things I can upload onto YouTube. So I will leave that with you. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.